Yo, what's up, guys? Greg2G here. Yesterday, we got the unfortunate news from Amazon that New World would be delayed until August 25th, 2020. It was supposed to be coming out at the end of May. I was really looking forward to it and was planning on playing it all through the summer and everything, but now it seems like we're going to have to wait a bit longer. So that raises the question, what the heck are we supposed to do now? Well, there are a few things we can still do to prepare for playing this game, although this game isn't quite like it was supposed to be originally. Well, it's supposed to be an open world, a completely open world PvP game, and there is another game that it was, I believe, trying to take after, and that is called, or rather, was called Darkfall Online, is now called just Rise of Aegon. So if you don't know what Darkfall Online is, it's a very hardcore PvP game where there's full loot. So every time you die, you drop all your loot, or every time you kill somebody, you can take all their loot if you like. And it's just extremely hardcore. The gameplay is very, very hard. It's not your typical, just tab target and spam buttons. You actually have to aim your abilities in first person. Like if you're using a bow, you have to aim, and the arrows will drop. There's physics to the arrows and everything. Same with magic. If you're firing a firebolt or a magic bolt, you have to aim that as well. So very, very hardcore game. And this is what I believe New World was trying to, take after, because originally, if you heard anything about New World, it was an open world PvP game with a full loot system, much in the way Darkfall is. And well, they're going away from that now. So I guess Darkfall is actually going to still be the game as far as like open world sandbox PvP. So the cool thing is that this game is now free to play, or has a freemium system where you can play for free. Obviously, there will be benefits if you go to premium. So we can look right here for the features. So if you're playing freemium, you don't get as much resources from harvesting. If you make a clan, your rank is restricted to lieutenant. Oh, you cannot create your own clan. You can't own a house. Your personal bank space is limited to 750 items. Your market buy and sell orders are limited to 20. Your backpack carrying capacity is limited to 350 kilograms. And your meditation points are limited to 100,000. So there are benefits to going premium, but this may sound pretty bad. It's actually not that bad. Like, you can pretty much play the whole game as you would like. I mean, if you're good at the game, you don't have to care about getting less resources, because you can just kill people and take their stuff. The only really bad part would be the carrying capacity limit, which still isn't that bad. You can still carry a lot of stuff with 350. I mean, it only goes up to 400 with premium. So it's a really good free game. Anyway, now you're gonna log into the game, spawn in, and you're gonna find yourself naked, and there's gonna be nobody around. You're gonna be like, this is a dead game. Like, what the heck? Like, why am I playing this? There's nobody here. I'm here naked. I'm the only one playing this game. That's because, and you're not alone, but it is because that this game is huge. Like, the map is huge. You spawn into like a tiny village that no one really goes to. They're just tiny villages that you get quests from, and that's pretty much it. No one hangs out in these places, so that's okay. What you can do is you go and hit escape and get your mouse cursor up, and then you can click on this button up here called Capital Recall to get portaled to the nearest capital city. As you can see, that's where I am right now. And there's not a ton of people here, but there's people here. You can see that the game is still active. There's people actively playing. But the reason that you don't really even see people in the capital cities is because, in this game you can actually build your own. You can take your own territories, build your own house, basically build up a fortress. Like, you can build ships. Some people just live out on the sea on these giant ships. Yeah, this map is huge, and there's tons and tons of things to do. There's a few hundred players, so that they're just scattered throughout the map. Anyway, it's a lot. It's definitely worth getting into and checking out, especially if you really want to get into a game that is hardcore PvP and like really, really cool combat mechanics. But don't just take my word for it. So let's go and look at like a veteran player here. Shouts out to You're in Trouble. He gave me permission to use his video. So we're going to take a look at his video, what the combat looks like, and all that good stuff. So as you can see here, you have to go in first person mode to cast spells. As you can see him throwing out a few bolts, fire bolts, and all that good stuff. I don't know the name of all the spells. It's been a long time since I've actually really played this game, but I think I'm about to get back into it right now. But yeah, you have to aim everything manually. And then, you know, you can... The thing is, like, you don't have a class. There's no class system in the game, so you can use whatever you want. You can see you switch to melee for a second there. You can master every skill in the game if you want. Master all the melee skills, master all the archery skills, master all the magic. It just takes a while, you know, but you can do that if you like. Anyway, so yeah, like you can see there's a pretty active like PvP community here. Like this game is not dead. It was dead for a while. It was like literally dead. Like the game completely left the internets. It was gone, and this is, you know, the revival of the game. Unfortunately, the original, you know, developers and everything, they weren't the best people to be running a game like this. And the newer people that have picked up the game are doing really cool things with it, and it's really bringing the community back to it. There's not a single game like this. This is a game that just, it's amazing in every way. Yeah, the graphics are dated, the sound effects, all that stuff. That's not the point though. This is a really amazing like PvP game, and there's nothing else like it. See a couple other fights here. We'll go ahead and just, you know, just let the combat speak for itself. One other thing I need to mention is, like, even when you're playing with other people, there is friendly fire. So if you're using like a big AoE splash damage spell, you can hit your friends. You can kill your friends by accident. It will happen eventually. Also, if you use like AoE heals, you can end up healing your enemy as well. And these are just small battles right here. Like, these are just people that kind of happen to run into each other out in the world, and they just got in a fight. Maybe they're you know, you can war other clans and stuff like that, so they probably are at war with each other, and they're just like, all right, we're just gonna throw down right now. But yeah, you can actually get like hundreds of people in battles sometimes, like battles for different territories and stuff like that. Sometimes like, you know, pretty much half the server will show up to a battle, and it's pretty cool because, like, in the game you can open up the map here, and you can always know where stuff's about to go down, because if you open up the map, you can see different timers. Like here, for example, in 12 hours and 53 minutes, stuff's gonna go down there. 3 hours down here, there's stuff gonna go down. In the middle of the map, there's this castle that you can take over, and all the clans usually fight over this. That's every like 6 to 12 hours as well. There's always something going down. So if you just take a look at the map, look at the timers, you know where you need to go to find some action. And yeah, it's a really great game. And you know, it had a bad rap. I mean, it was really popular when it came out. You can still, you know, people, really hardcore MMO players, they know what Darkfall is, and they know how it's just unique, and like everything about it was a really good time when it was being taken care of. But you know, crap happened. Game actually went down for a few years. There's actually a few different versions of the game right now. There was a sequel that came out called Darkfall and Holy Wars that didn't do too well. So, you know, Rise of Aegon is the original vanilla version. That's what people are playing these days, and it's free. So why not check it out? If you want something to, you know, kind of get you warmed up for New World, you know, at least you can start working on your shooting skills and stuff in this game. And yeah, because in New World as well, one thing that I do appreciate about New World is that it's gonna be, as far as like projectiles and stuff, you actually have to manually aim, and, you know, have a little bit of skill in that. Obviously melee, you just run up and spam click for the most part. But yeah, this is something you can play in the meantime. I definitely recommend checking it out. I'll have links in the description if you want to, you know, go and download the game, check it out. There's really no reason not to. Like, it's a fun game, and it's free. And I know there's thousands and thousands of people who've never touched this game, and there's no reason not to. Just do it. Check the game out. It's free. Yeah, the graphics are dated, but you know, people still play RuneScape. Look at look at that game. So it's kind of the same in the same vein as RuneScape, to be honest. Like I think actually it is very similar to RuneScape, just a little bit, you know, 3D and a little bit more hardcore, in my opinion. Anyway, that's it. Check out You're in Trouble, by the way. His YouTube called Hammerhead. Thanks so much for letting me use this footage. And yeah, guys, please subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you think about the game. If you've tried it out, you know, leave a comment. Tell me what your name is. Maybe we could friend up. Maybe we could fight each other sometime. All that good stuff. See you guys next time. Peace. GG's. Also, go follow me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Greg2G. Yeah. Peace. GG's.